But then you ask something that also needs to be addressed. You say, still the question remains how to direct awareness at itself. What you need to pay attention to, because sometimes we think of awareness, we're starting to this is how thought does it. We make it an object, you see. We make it a thing. Now there is awareness, and this is what I am. And now, I don't know how I'm imagining this awareness to be, perhaps like a camera, that I'm walking like a camera, registering things without reactions. And so I don't know what we give it different pictures, you see, images, space, and so on, which are perhaps useful indicators, but when you want to direct awareness at itself, you don't do it in the positive way. What is the positive way? The positive way is that when I begin to conceive of awareness as something to which I'm supposed to direct my attention to. But pay attention to what the Buddha did, and not only the Buddha, but actually all mystics in the history of humankind. The way to liberation, the way to realization, is not by thinking of who we are in positive terms, but only in thinking of what we are not. Notice how the Buddha inquires. He does not talk at all about the reality. Is there even one word about what is? No. He tells you about how he sees the cycle of birth and death, right? The illusion. He sees the cause of suffering. He sees what suffering is. He sees feelings as feelings. He sees that everything that appears disappears. Where is reality? It is when you realize all of these, you realize what is unreal, that reality arises. And why is that? Because you are the sun, you see? And the sun cannot look at itself. Do you understand? The sun is the source of light. It's the source of warmth. It's the source of radiance. Now tell the sun to be aware of its own radiance. What is that even? It can't do it. So what we are supposed to do is realize what is false, not what is real. And when, for instance, when I realize that the self is a fabricated thing that is just, we will talk about it tomorrow, it's just a bundle of elements, all I need is to see that. I don't need to see awareness. I can't see awareness because I can't see myself. It's very simple. I can't make, if I make an object of myself, it's no longer myself. Do you understand? It's very simple. Then it's something that I look at, that I'm aware of, which I then need to reject as false. So that's why you're describing. Every time I try this, a thought comes into the game sneakily pretending to be awareness. Of course, this is what happens because there is no such thing as awareness. As simple as that. It's just a placeholder that we're keeping there in order to contrast it with all the falsity. So Notice that. That's the meditation that the Buddha gives us. Be aware of everything that is arising and ceasing. Everything is arising and ceasing, all states. He doesn't tell us anything about reality, because you are reality. And as soon as reality is something observable, it is already a part of illusion. It is already a phenomena. So this is a very delicate point, but it should be understood. You know, throughout the history, mystics have developed a very, very solid principle. It's called negation. You see? This means that whenever they spoke of God, unlike religious people, in religion you speak of God in what God is. You see, benevolent, almighty, and so on. But mystics, they do want to merge with God. They don't want to believe in God. So what they did is that they started developing systems of what God is not. You see, God is not this, God is not that, God is not this. God, they talked about God only in negative terms. Why? Because God is that which is after all the falsity falls away. That is that.